welcome back after this long commercial break, I guess.
Has it really been Yeah, okay.
It's been like a week. Actually, it has been a week, technically.
Yeah, exactly. A week, actually. Mm-hmm. So we're seeing Guillermo del Toro's Shape of Water tonight, which, of course, has been nominated for the most Academy Awards and Golden Globes of any of the films this year.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
Yeah, I mean good for del Toro, you know? In my opinion, one of the most...
You do look like him.
I'm told that I do look a lot like Guillermo del Toro. I sort of see it. But, so you've seen this already.
Yeah, I saw it.
Well, so what are you expecting to get out of seeing it again?
Probably to just, see some stuff I hadn't noticed before. I know there are definitely going to be some shots that are there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
The nuances, the subtle nuances.
Well, anyway, it's one of many films that I haven't had a chance to see yet that I'm actually really excited for. Del Toro I've been a fan of since the first Hellboy, so weird to see him doing a romance sort of thing, but
well, it's Del Toro, so
it is. So of course there's going to be some weird ass sea monster in it.
And I think it's the dude who's played the sea monster in every other Del Toro movie.
Of course it is.
I can't remember his name.
The ape sapien guy.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I don't know what this movie's about beyond a love story between a woman and a goldfish, apparently. So.
Yep, it's the fish banging movie.
Okay,
let's go see it.
Yep.
If I told you about her, what would I say?
Yeah, okay, it's 9:49. Been about a 2-hour-long movie.
Yeah, we got seen Shape of Water. Yeah, it was a good start to the Dark Universe. I don't know about you.
I mean, if you want to call that, I feel like if the Dark Universe had started with that, it probably would have gone over pretty well. But
hey, it could have been Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, honestly.
But anyway, yeah. So what did you think of it?
First of all, I think it was a really good blend of both like a classic 50s style love story and a monster movie. Mm-hmm. And they seem like two genres that just shouldn't go together, but Guillermo del Toro just made it work.
I think he's definitely going to win Best Director this year.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. It's no surprise to me that this thing's been nominated for basically every Academy Award. Yeah, no, really good movie, really good villain in Michael Shannon.
Hey, what'd you think of Sally Hawkins?
I thought she was really good in the role. I feel like it's really hard to play a character without saying a single word. Or not without saying a single word, but you know what I mean.
I'll talk about spoilers in a sec.
It's really hard to have a movie with next to no dialogue. Del Toro clearly wrote it to be a largely non-dialogue driven film. He really drove it to be action-based. And I think for this, it works really well. I feel like that is a great way of showing the actual love between the two creatures.
Yeah. Who, by the way, is played by the guy who is in every other Guillermo del Toro movie.
Yeah, the guy who played Abe Sapien and the main monster from Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah. No Ron Perlman, though.
It was your second time watching it. Was there anything that stood out that you didn't really notice the first time through? Or?
I mean, there were definitely some colors and some themes and motives and items that symbolized a lot of things.
Just the actual presence of water. The fact that Michael Shannon has this thing for submissive women. The fact that he doesn't want his wife to speak when they
Oh, yeah.
Really stood out.
His
really stood out to me.
Really gross hands.
Yeah. Just the whole biblical allegory there, the Samson and Delilah story,
that was
parallels it pretty well. I will say, and I mentioned this to you right after we got out of the theater, I really love the soundtrack too.
Oh, yeah.
And it's no surprise, again, that it's up for Best Soundtrack, but it really blends well with the film, really gives it an extra feel that you don't normally see with an original score. Really well blends this sort of vintage 50s style love story with both jazz music and I don't know how to better describe it than what sounds like music you would hear at the bottom of an ocean. It's so
kind of like Bioshock.
It's something I would so associate with aquatics and the water. I have no idea how the composer did that, but
I know what you mean. Yeah,
it just blends so well and it works really well with the film.
Yeah. All right, do you want to go into spoilers now?
Yeah, sure. So, I said with the very last frame of the movie, or not even the last frame, the last few shots.
I guess you could call it like maybe not a frame, but just like the last take.
So, I feel like they make it really obvious that Giles is narrating, that he's the one telling the story with his narration at the beginning and the very end. I feel like it is played up to that. I feel like the happy ending at the end is just his way of trying to make the story a happy story when really it ended in a probably miserable-looking sounding way.
Maybe.
And that was just my interpretation.
Yeah, I kind of have a theory that maybe not, like, it's kind of like there are different kinds of species, like, and maybe she's one of, like, I guess we can call, what's the asset? Like, maybe, like, she's, like, not his species, but she comes from his species. Because think about it.
So you think she has a supernatural origin, too? You think that's why she was able to breathe with her?
I don't know. She was an orphan, and her, like, they found her with, like, this, like, all the slices on her neck that kind of changed skills.
So you assume they were always skills, that they weren't actually slices, that she never had the ability to speak. Not
really, because, I mean, it's popular theory online, but, you know what I mean? It's just, like, it's a very open to, it's, like, kind of ambiguous.
It's definitely open to interpretation. I think they definitely want people to think about the ending, to think about how she could possibly live with this creature for, an extended period. Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty solid idea. I mean, it's not like he could instantly heal her and she'd be able to breathe underwater, I feel like that's a little ridiculous, which, again, I feel like that justifies my theory, too. But, yeah, so...
So your overall thoughts on it? What was your favorite scene? I'm curious.
Oh, fuck, that's tough, actually.
I think my favorite is probably, I know, like, I said it when we were walking out, but was the La La Land thing, kind of.
Yeah, that was interesting. I think when Giles is at the pie shop for the last time, when he finally realizes that this guy he's had this crush on is both a bigot and extremely heterosexual. He's nothing like what he seems.
Yeah.
I think that's when he realizes that, not everyone has someone that loves them. Not everyone has someone they care about. That's why this relationship between... Yeah, but...
Like as a friend.
What I'm saying is that's why the relationship between Eliza and the creature is so important. It's because he realizes what it is to be alone that he realizes why that love is so important.
Yeah.
So I feel like as nasty as that scene is, as much as you start to hate that Canadian dude,
you hate him, but this movie
plays a very important
Canada.
part. And honestly, Giles might be my favorite character.
Oh yeah, he was great. I can't remember his name.
He makes Giles. That's the guy's name.
No, the actor.
Oh, the actor. Yeah,
I know he's from Step Brothers.
I'm sure it's like Michael something, but
yeah, he's from Step Brothers. I remember.
Yeah.
He was great.
No, he makes for a great confidant. He makes just for an entertaining character. Just one of the most fleshed out characters throughout the entire thing. So I mean that's all I really have to say. Definitely something I'd recommend. Definitely one of the must-see Oscar movies this season. Like,
do you think it will win Best Picture?
I wouldn't be surprised if it did. I still have to see some of the other films. I wouldn't be surprised if Three Billboards won, honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Again, I haven't.
In a week from now, I wonder what'll happen then. It's
Okay.
It's President's Day.
It is.
A week from now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And also my birthday.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys.